for a recall to prison. So obviously he'd be staying in custody with us and obviously handed over to the prison service.
On Friday nights, the nightclub area in downtown Merthyr Tydfil is the place to be.
I think it's best described as lively. But like a lot of towns, there are a number of people about. Obviously, a lot of them are worse for wear because of drink, and it keeps it interesting.
PC Baxter's with PC Algie Jones, a beat bobby tonight. They're heading for the local car park, where everybody congregates when the bars close.
I don't think it was far off kicking out time, what we call kicking out time.
It's also kicking off time, and it's already started. The cops have run across a girl who's saying that her car's been kicked in by a lad round the corner.
Which one? Which one? Which one, love?
Our intention was initially to go and speak to this boy to see his version of events and see what had gone on.
You kicked my mirror off my car! And you, right? I saw the stand back from it! You allowed it! Like he just painted my car!
Immediately as we approached the group, she has approached them as well and slaps the one girl across the face. The boyfriend of the girl then goes to protect his girlfriend as well, but goes to attack the complainant. Algie had to prevent him from going for this girl, and it's resulted in him physically restraining him.
Right, listen to me now, calm down, and don't act like that in front of me. Right, I'm sorry. Calm down. Right, I'm sorry, calm down now. Right? I'm sorry, but you did me. Calm down.
It was a preventative measure, in fairness. It had to be done. And I think that it did work. Because number one, the boy has got up there and he's calmed right down. Or certainly calmed down a lot.
Right. You've damaged the car, have you?
I am touched it now.
She's pointed it out to you, but right, there's witnesses as well.
What it was, I turned round, right? We go up to the three horses, so I walked across here, right?
Are you going to calm down, love? One at a time now. Listen now. No, wait a minute. One at a time. Right. And I just asked him a question, and he'll answer me. Now calm it down. No buts about it.
As the story unfolded a bit, it transpired, I think, that both parties knew each other or had a falling out. It could have escalated because there was a number of people in the area, and what we wanted to do was quell it there and then.
Rather than arrest her, PC Baxter's decided the best way to deal with the situation is to issue the girl, who lashed out in front of him, with a 48-hour banning order.
Right. No, it's no sorry about it. Where are you from?
Triga.
Right. You're banned from Merthyr. We now put an order on you, all right? So you're going to have a warning notice now being issued to you, because the way you were acting, and you were a driver of a car, worries me. Wait, no. Listen now. Listen now. Excuse me now, I'm not invisible, right? I'm trying to talk to you, and halfway through every time I try to talk to you, you start interrupting me.
I can feel
all right? Right, yeah, and what did you do? As soon as I asked you
to kicked it again.
Come and join me in the patrol car. You obviously just want to chops in front of everybody, yeah?
She couldn't see that she'd done any wrong, slapping another girl across the face directly in front of us and thinking that we would do nothing about it. It was just hard work then, trying to calm her down and trying to have a conversation with her.
Listen now.
I'm listening.
No,
I'm
you're not, though.
You were shouting in my face.
Yes, I am.
Stop shouting in my face, right?
You're under arrest. You're under arrest. Section 5 of the public
order.
No, your car can remain here. We'll have it towed in.
Look, no, you won't.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will. All right? Please don't tell me my job now, right? Your behaviour is disgusting.
I've done nothing wrong.
You think your behaviour is normal?
Someone who just drank and disorderly have just kicked my car.
The only one that's being disorderly I can see is you.
I'm not even drunk.
If she hadn't calmed down and we couldn't resolve the situation, we had the power to arrest, and she had committed a public order offence.
What you did then, you got out, you've assaulted him.
I didn't hit him, I hit the girl.
Well, you can't just go
she
around...
came running at my car.
What damage is to your car?
I don't know, the mirror was just hanging off, I pushed it back on. Can I talk now, please?
Now she's calmed down, the girl's being allowed to go. She hasn't been arrested or given a banning order after all, but around here, it may not be the last of the matter.
You're attracting.
I'm the sober one night and my car gets kicked.
If you have a fight on a Friday night, for instance, outside the local nightclub in Meehan, you guarantee you're going to be fighting with the same person or members of that family for the next 4 or 5 months. That's the way it works, that's the mentality.
If I come and kick your car, then what would you do?
Right, listen to what I'm saying, right? It's not going to get resolved tonight. You made a complaint, so are they. Nobody's going to take it further, right? So you've been spoken to, they've been spoken to, they've gone their way. We advise you to get in your vehicle and leave the area. All right? Thank you very much. Good night.
I'm glad we were there, because I think that it would have just perhaps turned a bit ugly. It would have turned, worse than it was.
Right, it's great. Let's move some of these cars.
Common sense.
So we moved out of the car park then, please, boys. So we moved out of the car park then.
Unfortunately, due to people's behaviour, you all have to leave the car park. Thank you very much for your kind assistance.
My intention was to drive through the car park, the college car park, and then clear the cars that are congregated there and the people. As we were driving through the car park, my attention was drawn to a car that was driving a bit quick. So I pulled alongside to have a word with the driver.
Right, bud. What's your name, man?
It wasn't somebody I recognised, so I wanted to make further inquiries then, who he was, etc. Did he hold a full driving licence, insurance? Did he own the vehicle? Just the general questions we ask.
Are you full licence holder? Pass the test, yeah?
The lad is old enough to drive, and he's just passed his test, but this isn't his car, and he's not insured. Not even to drive across a car park.
So you've allowed him to use it without insurance?
I didn't know.
No,
do you know what I mean?
Car.
No, I know that, yeah, I know that.
The girl then told me that it was her mother's car, who was the policy holder as well in the insurance, and that she was a named driver on the car, but he wasn't.
So no insurance again, so we'll take possession of the car.
No insurance.
He's had a drink, but
You're taking my car?
yeah, we can take possession of the vehicle now. I'll explain to you.
But it's not my mother's.
Right, but you've given him permission to use your car or your mother's car, right? Without insurance. He has got no insurance, so we take possession of the car. We'll give you a form, and we'll give him a copy of the form as well. The way you get your car back then is to produce this form at the police station tomorrow morning with the driving licence and insurance for the vehicle, okay? I've had dealings with you before, haven't I?
No.
I think I have. Where your vehicle was involved in a fail to stop RTC in Cannon Street Aberdeen. Where is it, the owner of the kebab shops?
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
The girl may have forgotten him,
Yeah.
but Baxter never forgets a pretty face.
Selective memory. You find out with people because you say to them, I've arrested you before, I've had dealings with you before. And they'll turn around to you and look you in the eye and they go, no, I want me. We'll have to speak to your mother now as well.
My mother's in bed with the baby. Couldn't she come down in the morning?
No, we'll speak to the owner of the car to make sure she's given him permission to use the car.
I think she's out, to be honest with you.
Well, he just said she's in the house.
She's either in the house or she's out. She's been out, I know that much. Or she got mental waking up at 1:25 in the morning.
We need to know. We need to speak to the owner of the car to make sure he's got...
Or she'll play all the hell.
Well, I'm sorry about that, but we need to know...
Can't she just come down in the morning? There's insurance on it for me as an insured driver.
Right, but we need to speak to the owner of the car to make sure she would have given him permission to drive the car.
And I know it was the early hours of the morning, but I wanted to clarify in case the vehicle had been taken without permission or without consent.
Ma'am, bit of a problem. Your car's been taken off me. Went in college, asked one of the boys to drive it up, and he got caught driving there. No, listen, can you stop? No, he's my friend. Just listen a minute before I say anything, please.
We spoke to the mum on the phone.
We need to know if Andrew has got...
Sorry.
If you don't mind.
Okay, sorry.
If Andrew has got permission to use the vehicle, if you would have given him permission.
She said, yeah, I would have given him permission. So there isn't an issue with regards to taking the vehicle without consent. So the boy is reported for no insurance, and the mother then is reported for allowing him to use the vehicle without insurance.
The girls escaped the law, but she'll do well to escape from her mum, who, on a technicality, has had her car seized.
I do think it was harsh. I know perhaps we're looking into a crystal ball, but who's saying that he wouldn't have been involved in an accident or been involved in some sort of incident in that car, and he's totally uninsured.
I want to ask again, let's have these cars moved out to the car park. All of them.
On the other side of Cardiff, near Penarth, PC Phil Spiteri has spotted a motorist in a bit of a hurry to